Okay, so just kind of a general overview. We have the File menu. Of course, record, stop, pause, and exit are going to be your main tools of recording. Under region, you have the option of full screen versus a fixed region. I'm currently using a fixed region because I want to direct your eye towards the CamStudio window itself. If you need to show, for tutorial purposes, how to access folders or files on the desktop itself, you might want to choose a full screen. That might work a little bit better for you. But full screen loses a little bit of clarity, I've found, so you might want to just try and see what really works. Video options, under the options menu, there's a ton of stuff you can do here. If you go in here, the default setting is auto adjust, and that'll set all your things. But you can also change the frame rates, the quality, the capture rates, and just kind of see what you need for your specific application. Also under video options, you have cursor options, anything you want to do. Maybe if you're playing a game, you might want to hide the cursor as opposed to showing the cursor. Tutorials on computers, you might want to show your cursor and direct your audience to where you want to go. You can also change the cursor to a lot of custom options or highlight the cursor itself to show clarity. Great audio options here. You can either choose not to record any audio. If you're doing a tutorial and you want to talk into a microphone, maybe you want to do this option, and then the speakers for if you have a game or something that you need to hear from your system. You can change more audio options there. AutoPan is a really neat tool that we'll discuss a little bit later on. And again, you can create keyboard shortcuts and anything to help you use the software more efficiently. You can also, if you don't like the sound of your own voice, which is my case particularly, you can throw up some screen annotations or video annotations in your finished product that'll kind of give your audience little bubbles and directions. This menu would allow you to shrink the CamStudio window and put more of an emphasis on what you're trying to show versus the window itself. And we'll shrink that down here and then press this icon to move it back up to where you want it to go. And then we can do just the buttons view as you saw, so just the very simplistic thing right here. And for anything else, frequently asked questions, if you need some recommendations from the CamStudio people themselves or anything else you want to know about CamStudio, it can be found under the Help menu. The default recording setting as far as region goes for CamStudio is full screen, and that's great if you need to show your audience different files and folders, where they go and what they do. But you might want to keep in mind that if you want a more fixed and targeted view for your audience, you might want to go ahead and switch it over to fixed region. Doing this can allow you to create your own size box, and that way the clarity is a little bit better, I've found, and also you can just really focus in on the things that you're going to want to be presenting. So if you decide to use a fixed region, you're going to want to go to region, and the full screen is the default option, but you're going to want to select the second one and make sure the fixed region is checked. Once you do that, it gives you a default of 500 to 500. I've changed mine to 400 by 400, but you can change it to whatever fits your needs. Make sure you're in fixed region, and then go over to cursor options. A lot of great options. You can choose to show or hide the cursor for different applications. You can also choose the custom cursor option. A lot of fun stuff. I've chosen a magnifying glass here, but you can play around with it and see what works. One of the great things about the cursor options is you can also apply under the options menu the enable AutoPan function, which is a great function showing your audience directionality, and this actually will follow your cursor around and move your fixed region to where you want it. And so again, this is the AutoPan function, and you can see left, right, up and down movement. You can find a lot of different things, and who knows, you might even find Waldo. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. One of the great features that CamStudio comes with is the option of full screen recording. which I think is great for tutorials or around the office type stuff, where you can show people how to navigate through files and folders and get to where they need to get to. For instance, you could open an Excel file and play around with cost-benefit analysis, or include helpful pie charts or anything else you needed to do. And it's just one way of streamlining where you need to go. One other thing that you can do with CamStudio is really neat. You can record gameplay on your computer screen. Probably one of the first things you want to do is hide your cursor, because in this instance you won't need to be showing anybody anything. This is just going to capture all the action. And then from there, another innovation that CamStudio brings you is the option to record from your speakers instead of from a microphone or showing screen annotations. So you want to switch that. This is a short little clip, and it just kind of illustrates the point of you know, you're playing a video game online and you really want to display what you've just done, or maybe you've leveled up or something like that, and CamStudio is a recording device that'll let you do all of these great things. This is yet another application of the CamStudio software, another example of a game recording. Again, you're going to want to remove the cursor or hide the cursor, which can be found under cursor options, and you're also going to want to, well, at least I used a fixed region for this one for clarity purposes. It's a really neat device, and it'll do a lot of great stuff, and I think this just shows the versatility and really just the ease of access that CamStudio gives you with its software, and you can record just about anything. I think it's a really cool tool.
It's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Save him.
Oh, geez, stick it clean.
Oh, geez.
Let's go.